you couldn't go if not you. No one tells you so. It's up to you.
Crosspod Wordcast. Hey, David.
It's good. Hi, Daniel. It's good to be back as the Crosspod Wordcast. It's been a little while.
Yeah. You know, we're getting back into it. It's what we say every time. But you know, better late than never.
Even if we do one episode a month
per month, it's a gift
to us and to the universe.
Yeah, to us and
to ourselves.
Ourselves and our dear listener.
And producer Sam at
producer Sam,
Sultan Studios.
Yeah. So this is Crosspod Wordcast. It's a crossword puzzle podcast. We meet to solve a puzzle together, typically the New York Times crossword puzzle, and we've been cruising doing it for a few years now. This is, I think, episode something like 78 or something like that. I think we're getting up there.
I was just looking online to see 76 was last time, I think, so 77.
Okay. Yeah, that was pretty close. Actually, I think I have one I've yet to post.
That's true.
Yeah, you know, so yeah, like 78 it'll be. Today's September 8th, 2022. It's a good day to be alive. We're going to go through a couple of our segments that we have. We like to do a thing called return and report, where we talk to each other about whether we've listened to any of the art sections that we share, which is our last segment of the pod. So we'll do some return reports. We'll talk about our buzz buy. I'm maybe the only one with a buzz that's going to happen today. We'll see. And then we'll launch into the puzzle. We'll give ourselves 1 hour to solve without looking anything up. And then when we're done, we will do an etymological pass. We'll look at the puzzle and say, what are the words and the things that we want to do? David's giving me some really good faces. So let's say thank you to producer Sam at Sultan Studios, and to our listeners, please like and subscribe. We've got whatever your needs are. If you're a visual person, subscribe to us on YouTube, and you can watch our delightful YouTube content, live streams every time we go live. And if you like the podcast, subscribe in Apple Podcasts or wherever you like to listen. So Dave was called away for a second. Oh wait, he's coming back.
I had to take an urgent call. Excuse me there for a moment. I am back. Okay. Thanks for walking everybody through what to expect here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all covered.
Great. That's excellent work. Something came up, and it still might come up in a way, but I think it's mostly not. It's mostly something I can do. You can
deal. Remotely.
I can deal. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, first I wanted to comment, David. Your hair's looking very nice. Looking very long. This is the longest I've seen your hair. In some time.
It just grows.
Yeah, it just keeps on growing.
Wouldn't you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, but then more importantly, you haven't maybe cut it as short as you were for a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will sometime.
Yeah. You think? Go back to like a more of a shoulder length. What do you think?
I haven't decided any. I don't have a scheduled haircut coming up anytime soon, but okay. I'm sure I will. It does get heavy. It's like all this hair.
Sure.
So it's but it's not. It's actually, I have had it this length a handful of times.
Oh no, I know you have, but it's been a while as well.
Maybe that's maybe so.
Yeah, it seems. Well, let's do a return and report, because David, I think I have something to return and report on.
I love to hear it.
Tell me that you didn't review one time the Larry Sanders Show.
I did review the Larry Sanders Show. I did. I certainly did.
Yeah. Oh, I think we lost your iPad.
I think that's true. And I'll rejoin the equation from. Sorry about that.
So the Larry Sanders Show is starring Mr. Gary Shandling.
Yeah.
And it's got the great Rip Torn.
It has an amazing performance by Rip Torn.
It's got a lot of and kind of just glancing down the episode list, I definitely saw that there's a lot of cameos.
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
famous people. It feels
Playing
very,
themselves. Yeah.
playing themselves, yeah, because
Yeah.
it's a talk show. So I can say I'm enjoying it.
Uh-huh.
It feels very before its time,
Uh-huh.
which is it feels like it definitely paved the way for your things like
Larry David stuff.
Larry David for sure, Curb
Yeah.
Your Enthusiasm, which is crazy because it's simultaneous with like Seinfeld, which was a very different approach. And I can see that Michael Richardson's about to be a cameo. I've only watched, I said, 3 or 4 episodes.
34 episodes.
3 or 4.
Oh, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
It's great though. Yeah, I'm glad you're watching it.
Yeah.
It's a great return and report because that's a while ago. I mentioned that. I think
Yeah.
maybe more than a year ago, and it is. I'd say like it's ahead of its time, but it's also like an artifact of its time.
Oh,
in
sure,
a very
sure.
special way.
Yeah, it's the humor. I would say like the jokes and the things do feel very kind of like 90s. Certainly the style
Yeah.
is so 90s.
Yeah, and some of it is a little cringy, maybe, especially
there's
when
some cringy moments.
Yeah.
A little bit of a little bit of that sort of like soft misogyny, I guess, or what.
Yeah. And I
yeah,
can't tell
maybe-
though.
maybe
Depiction
if there is
doesn't
such a
mean
thing.
depiction itself doesn't mean celebration or encouraging. It
Sure,
could be a critical look.
A
You could say it's
commentary
yeah,
on-
yeah. And it's close to home too. I think like Shandling was married to someone who was a secretary, or like he dated his secretary. Then they, had a strange relationship with someone he worked with. All that kind of stuff. Oh, who knows? Look online, find all the details on Wikipedia. But it's there's something about this main character. Just like Larry David ended up just keeping his real name,
Yeah.
and Jerry Seinfeld did too. But like he's playing himself, and he's kind of miserable.
Gary Shandling never had a
No,
TV
right.
show.
No,
Oh, I mean, he
no.
had this TV show. He never had a
But
talk
Gary
show.
Shandling seems like he's playing himself as Larry Sanders. It's like the name sounds like it's intentionally,
Gary Larry.
yeah, Shandling
Sanders.
Sanders. Yeah. So I'm great, good for you. Keep watching it. I want to hear how it
Will
goes.
do. I'm liking it. But that's it so far that I can remember. Do you have anything to return and report on?
I don't think I have anything to return and report on. No, I do. Later on, we have a segment, the art section, where we talk about new things that we want to talk about. But no, I don't have anything to return and report about.
Okay. Well, that makes me excited because then we can go into our next segment, which I
Yes.
may be soloing on today, which is
I got tap water. So
oh, good, nice, nice SLC tap water. That's good stuff. I'm working with the let's see, the
Voodoo Ranger IPA.
Imperial IPA from
Imperial.
New Belgium.
Mm.
And this appeared in my fridge. It's 9%. So,
Aha. That's from out of Utah. Sounds like.
I mean, it is from out of Utah, but also I think you could get this at the
Purchased at the liquor
store.
store.
Not
perhaps.
at the Utah liquor store though. My brother left these with me.
Ah.
He long story. He couldn't have beer in his fridge, so. Well, that's good though. Nice and caramely, and yeah, just kind of like nutty.
Sounds caramely.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, David, should we do a crossword puzzle?
I think it's time. Yeah, we are going to solve today's puzzle, September the 8th, the day the Queen died.
Indeed. The day we don't anticipate the puzzle to have any references to the Queen. Do we? No.
I don't think so.
Soon.
Maybe it would be too soon. It would also be like not enough time to generate a puzzle unless it's just coincidental. If it's
Well,
coincidental,
what I mean by
that's
too soon.
well. If that's the case, then they wouldn't retract it. I don't think. I wonder if
No.
that's ever had to happen. Like
No.
sensitivity to someone pull a puzzle.
No.
Well,
But
today's
maybe
puzzle
next-
was. Oh, go ahead.
In the next week, though, maybe you'll get some royal references in the puzzle.
Could be.
They're timely sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimesly.
Yep.
Okay.
It's true they are. And here we go with September 8th, again, Thursday. Thursday is a little bit harder than Wednesday and a little bit easier than Friday. And it should have a fun theme for us. It's constructed here by Matthew Stock and edited by Will Shorts.
The Will Shorts.
Yep. And I'm going to jump in. The timer's going to start, and we're going to try to burn through this in less than an hour.
Let's do it.
All right. Any observations about the grid so far? I think it looks peculiar. It doesn't look like a standard puzzle.
No, it doesn't. It's quadrants.
Looks like a 4-leaf clover kind of to me.
Yeah.
Or a windmill.
Yeah. It's got kind of a windmilly thing going in the middle
in
there,
quadrants.
Yeah.
Any lengthy
The middle one
answers?
is the longest.
34 across. Looks like
10
11.
or 11.
Yeah.
What's that? Let's see it.
Yeah, nice symmetry, says Mike Peterson in the comments. It does have nice symmetry.
We got Mike P. Hi. Former guest on the show. Former and future. Rotational symmetry. I like it.
Well, should we
34.
jump
Let's
in?
see. I want to see 34 across.
34, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Show me the money. Are you going to navigate?
Yeah, we got a 7-letter answer there. Sorry, all blank.
No, 30. I wanted to.
Sorry, excuse me. An 11-letter answer there. We're not looking at it, are we? Oh, I'm in charge. Sorry, I'm not. I was like waiting for you, Daniel.
Yeah, David's navigating the puzzle tonight.
Yeah, the highlighted answer is 34 across. It is 11 letters long.
U.S. tourist locale that inspired this puzzle. Sorry about that.
Oh, could be like 4 corners.
4 corners. I like it. But does it work? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. 4 corners.
And there's our quadrants.
Not far from us. In fact, is one of those corners Utah?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Down by Blanding.
Indeed, yeah. We're the quadrant number 1. Top left.
Top left. Okay, well.
Maybe we'll get some Utah clues up there.
Let's see if we do. Should we build from here? Should we do 34 down?
Let's go easy. 28 down.
28 down. 3 letters long. Blank, blank, R.
Good for nothing.
Good for nothing.
Good for nothing.
Like that's a noun then, right? So like a good for nothing. Or is an adjective at good for nothing?
Yeah, because it's got the hyphens between, so that tells me that it's one word, a good for nothing, like a noun.
Like a cur? Could it
sure,
be?
It could be a cur. Yeah.
A C-U-R. Let's see if should we do another 3-letter one, the 35 down?
Yeah. N blank.
That clue. Org whose annual budget isn't public.
Probably the NSA.
That sounds right to me.
Mm-hmm.
So then what now? Should we confirm cur or an NSA with a 27 across?
Yeah, let's do.
That's 5 blanks and then the letter C.
Paradisiacal. That could be a Utah reference almost.
Paradisiacal, having to do with paradise, like an adjective that means relating to paradise, right?
Yeah. Idyllic or something.
Idyllic. I-D.
Y.
Y-L. Isn't there 2 L's?
Yeah, I feel like Edenic maybe.
Edenic. Ooh.
Yeah.
Edenic. Let's do that. Edenic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll be recording the probably not the typing sounds, but maybe you could mute that on your.
I can mute that. Very much so. Maybe if I just like do this little switch.
The bell.
Is it the bell?
Tap the little,
bell. There we go.
Yeah,
okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
So then I think we now need to do 24 down.
It
has an I and a U in it. It goes blank I, blank U, blank.
Arouse as intrigue.
Like
something up.
Gin up, maybe?
Gin up, yeah. Gin up intrigue.
Okay. Now what, 31 across, 23 down?
Yeah, blank N, blank O, blank blank.
That's 23 down, and the clue is Step on it! Exclamation point.
Step on it, but it's not in quotes, so it's not going to necessarily be
No, it's not in quotes.
phrase. So
Right.
so it could just be.
Yeah, those are tricky clues when they have that
when they have
exclamation point.
Exclamation point. Step on it. One something.
It means
How
go go faster, kind of. But it's like a noise. It's like a noise, though. I feel like it's like stomp or like grunt. What about
okay? Let's 22 across. Blank 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 G.
that clue? Apt focus of an annual festival in Holland, Michigan.
Something ing like blank blank
Something.
ing. What would be apt focus of Holland? Maybe
Something
like
Dutchy. Oh, 24
Dutchy.
down. Let's visit 24 down. Oh, gin up. Yeah, okay. Arouse as intrigue. Now, Mike Peterson says he thinks it might be P-I-Q, peak intrigue. Like that.
Okay.
And then he says for 22 across, apt focus of an annual festival is tulip.
Yeah, that's apt because Holland's got a bunch
Apt
of those.
indeed. Okay, feeling better. Should we do this Q then with 31 across? Thank you, Mike, for your contribution. That's excellent work, which would allow tulip for 22 across. Yeah.
Yep.
So then the 31 across, we have blank QU blank blank blank.
And that clue, low power?
It's like Squire.
Yeah.
Is that right? Like a low roll, like a low on the totem pole.
Sure. Yeah.
Where to now, Daniel? Did we already look at 23 down?
Well, where it landed, 33 across, award-winning berry, Berry. That's probably Hallie.
Sorry, which one was that again?
33 across.
33
I caught
across.
that at a glance. Yeah.
Okay, we're just blanking. We're filling that in. Award-winning Halle Berry. Okay, great. And then I think I have the answer here to 23 down. INSO blank blank. Step on it. It's like these are very literal. The exclamation point, and I think it's insole.
Insole. Yeah. So maybe we could, in our EP, we could do some research about how to interpret the exclamation point, because I guess there's something I can feel there. It's like it's maybe makes it very literal or something. Or it transfers it, or it makes it intransitive or something.
Yeah, it's very insistent. Yeah, we'll have to look at what that is. Let's do it.
Okay,
I've marked it mentally.
Okay, me too.
Okay, here we are at 30 down. Do you want to go to 33 down?
Yeah, 33 down. 33
now
across. Oh, no. Chuck Berry? No, I don't think so. I think Halle
so. That's
the word
Sam in the comments thinks it's Chuck Berry. But Halle fits.
We
don't know. Should we confirm?
Confirm with 30 down. Blank AR.
Yeah.
Blank blank blank.
That clue is press material.
Like a kit, or like a press material, iron, like
a card. Oh, I was going to say like an ID card or something. What about 33 down? Let's do
HE blank blank blank.
That clue is some formal attire.
Heads. Heart. Some formal attire is He-Man.
That's
okay.
Tough.
How about like a? Oh, you go ahead. I'll do some. I'll see what I can do here with what's on screen. Well, we have 32 down, which is IC followed by 5 blanks. Oh, hold on. Mike says heels for 33 down. Some formal attire. Heels. I think heels could be right. And David's putting it in there. So maybe let's go back to 32 down. IC followed by 5 blanks. The clue. What many verbs indicate. What many verbs indicate. Iconic.
Sorry, I'm back with you. What number are you on again?
32.
What many verbs indicate 32 down?
32 down, yeah.
I have to hop off just quickly for a moment, but then I'll be back. I'm sorry. This will be resolved.
Oh, it's fine. I can see the puzzles, a lot of the answers there.
Yeah, so what many verbs may indicate?
I see followed by 5 blanks. 33 How about let's see, 41 across.
41 across. We have the first two letters. A-L blank 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 blank.
Keys on a piano.
Alicia.
I like it. Okay. 30 down again. Press material. Something kit. Probably not. Maybe.
Yeah.
If it's a K, then 38 would be blank 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 SEK, which is odd.
That's corn plant part. Corn plant part.
Well, you have the like the
I
little.
don't know. This is an N and a K. Should we do?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Should we
Okay,
do
maybe not kit then?
36 across? Well, okay, we'll get rid of the K.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do 36?
Yeah, 36 across. Blank 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 LE.
The clue is one might be cracked. Cycle?
Like a case? A cracked cycle? I don't know about it.
Cracked.
How about we've got some double letter ones.
1, 2, 3 down.
Yeah, let's do those.
Okay, we got a blank 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 TE for 1 down.
Word with sale, tax, or planning. Estate.
Sale. Estate. Very, very true. That's the right word.
Yeah. 2 down, blank 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 UD.
That clue is envelope. And with no E at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not an envelope. Envelope.
Could it be shroud?
It could be shroud. I like that.
That's funny because you would never think of an envelope.
Should we try and true clue it up here with 18 across is one of our little puzzle games.
Okay. Yeah, 18 across. A-O blank. We haven't looked at the clue yet.
No, we'll try and guess what it could be and then hold it in our minds and give each other a clue for what it could be. So A-O blank could be it could be a in quotes, all good here.
A-okay.
Something like that. Yeah.
A-okay.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me for I was going to say it could be an early ISP.
AOL.
Yeah.
I'll take it. The true clue, member of the squad in DC for short. We didn't think about that one. That's AOC, sir. Oh, and look, Sam Garfield also said America's longest running ISP. Okay, AOC it is. Well, 3 down now looks super interesting. Blank, 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 C-L-E. And that clue, manicure target. And that's like a cuticle, but that doesn't fit. So maybe like a, maybe there's some kind of rebus going on in the 4 corners. Let's think about our 1 across, which is ES blank, 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 blank. And that clue is 1 on the run. 1 on the run. It could be a escapee. Yes, I do believe it is escapee, which then it makes cuticle look good, except for then again, that weird, oh, David. I think I know. I think I have an idea when you're ready to get back on, but we'll get there. 14 across then, SH followed by 5 blanks. And that clue is computer menu command. Computer menu command. And that could be shut down. It could be shut up. It could be computer menu. Well, it could be some things. 16 across, TR followed by 5 blanks. Prioritized in a way. Prioritized in a way. Tried on. Prioritized in a way. Triumphed. Well, David, I do think I got 1 across. 1 on the run, I think, is an escapee. I like that.
Okay, I just have to step away for a brief moment, and then I'll be right back. But did you have an answer for?
No,
So I missed it. Did you have an answer for
No,
14
but
or
think
16?
about this, because 2 to 3 down, would you have like 30
I have
seconds?
a second. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
3 down, C blank blank CLE. And the clue is manicure target, which has got to be cuticle.
Oh,
So
so something
maybe
fishy is happening.
Maybe like Utah?
Okay. Oh, four corners.
Cuticle.
Yeah, and then it's okay. So I'll do a rebus. Oh, you're so clever, Daniel.
But
and cute eye, right?
yeah, cuticle.
So then shut computer menu command shut down.
Shut down. I like.
Okay, then.
And then I'll take some clues right here. You go run and see what you can do.
Okay. Okay.
I'll forego the true clue game here and we'll do 4 down, AD blank, and that clue is programming language named after a pioneering programmer. Maybe producer Sam would have some ideas on that one. A programming language, AD blank. Add, ADD. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what he's pointing at. Okay, so 5 down is PO blank, and that clue is collectible disc of the 1990s. PO blank, collectible disc. That could be a ADA. 3 Sam says for 4 down, programming language, ADA. Okay, so ADA. So then 16 across now, prioritized in a way, TRIA. Oh, triaged. Triaged. Yes. Perfect timing, Sam Garfield. Thank you. And POG, collectible disc. Thanks, Mike. You'll have to say, were you a POG man? Did you collect many a POG? I maybe had a few. Never really did much with them, just kind of had a few. So triaged looks good. ED. So then 6 down, EWE blank. And that clue is blank milk. Use milk, maybe like lamb milk, EWES for triaged. And then END blank blank for 7 down. Ultimately become. I think that's end up. So we're looking pretty good. That whole top left quadrant will be solved once David gets back and puts the letters in. No pogs or slammers for me, Mike says. Yeah. Sam, producer Sam, did you ever collect any pogs? Thumbs up, nodding. Yep, he did pogs. He was a pogger. It's kind of like, feels like kind of like proto kind of Pokemon kind of thing. I mean, Pokemon, I guess they were like cards. I never did Pokemon, but okay. So we got those cute little rebuses that are just like the shortened states of the 4 corners. So then maybe the same reasoning, 15 across, which I don't have any letters yet, but I am going to try and do. That's 6 letters. Maybe it's going to have a CO rebus in there somewhere. The clue for 15 across is Hawaii's blank palace. Blank palace. Welcome back, David.
Oh gosh, that's never happened before. This is like an emergency that occurred. I'm so sorry. I'll explain it to you later sometime.
No need, although, but I'm glad it seems like resolved.
Yes, thank you. And it's good to be back. Did you solve the whole puzzle while I was away?
I solved the whole top left quadrant.
Okay, so we're looking at 16 across TRI blank 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 blank.
Yeah.
Prioritized in a way.
Yeah,
Triage. Yeah, you talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're way ahead of this. And then what? 6 and 7 down?
Yeah, 6 down. EWES, I believe. Use milk.
Use milk.
Yeah.
Okay, and then 7 down. END blank blank.
Ultimately become.
End up.
I think so. And I'd done 15 across, but I do not think that I know the answer yet. So Let's keep going.
Okay, so Hawaii's Blank Palace was you
Yeah.
did 15 across.
I was just curious about that one because I thought it might have a CO rebus
Oh.
somewhere.
Okay, so
So
should
we'll
I
just
just
keep an eye.
should I place all of these in the cross section? It's hard to know
The similar cross
if
section.
it'll be right
Maybe.
there. It could be in a different place.
Let's see about CO for 11 down.
Okay, 11 down is a bunch of blanks and then LS at the end.
Typically tortilla-less meals. Typically tortilla-less meals. Well, that's interesting. So typically tortilla meals is like Mexican food.
Yeah.
Tortilla-less is like somebody who's going like, keto friendly or a no carb or like a caveman diet or something like that. No tortillas.
Cereal.
No cereal.
No cereal.
Let's
with
go.
with the CO in there somehow.
Yeah. Let's go to like 19 across.
19 across. We have SU blank 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 blank.
Evening fare. Supper.
Supper. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I love supper. And now what?
Yeah.
20 down, just because it starts with a P. We have a few letters. P
Mm-hmm.
blank blank RO, and then 4 blanks.
Entrees cooked in slow cookers.
Roast. So pot roast.
Pot roast. Yeah.
Plural. Pot roasts.
Yeah. Entrees.
Yes.
Okay. So then 25 across. Back up there. PO blank blank blank.
Back up there. PO blank blank blank. That's the clue. Verse. Verse.
Like a poem. Like a
poetry.
poems. Poesy.
Oh.
It could be poems.
Yeah, let's verify here with 8 and 9 down. We have
Mm-hmm.
blank 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 ES blank or maybe EM blank.
Yeah. For 8 down, and that clue is first rate. It's first rate.
That's something with something
Something
superlative.
else. Yeah. Wow.
And so poesy is real nice. Well done, Daniel.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Nicest maybe, or like
Finest.
Finest could be. 9 down, blank 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 RY.
That clue. Heavy British vehicle.
That's a lorry.
LORRY.
RR.
Okay.
Yeah.
So finest or
True clue for 29 across. T
that's
blank
right.
T.
T blank T. We don't know what the clue is, but we could guess a clue
Yes, we could guess
that would
a
fill that
clue.
in. And I'm looking at. We're also assessing what the a little bird says. Sam Garfield. Maybe that's a tit.
A tit. Okay, a little bird. A tit. It could be that.
I think
It
there
could
is
be-
a bird that is that.
It could
But
be.
I'm also looking at 17 down. It's got an E on either end.
AC/DC rock
TNT.
anthem. Yeah, TNT. Could be
Yeah,
that.
TNT. A document file abbreviation.
Document file abbreviation TXT.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah, text file. Sure.
okay,
Could be
so
that.
what is it really? The true clue for 29 across, T blank T?
Inside the NBA error. And that is TNT, but it's
TNT.
not like the explosive like I
Raw. Okay, then
said. I
what?
just
now,
get 1 point for that.
yeah, okay, so then we go down to 17 down, I believe, here, right? Blank, PENER blank.
First games.
Okay, those are openers.
Yeah, openers. I like that.
How do you like 38 across? Should we visit?
Yeah.
Blank, ASSE blank.
Corn plant part.
Corn plant part again. We don't know.
It's the tassel or
Oh, that sounds like your Danny Kaye in the court jester.
the pestle with the vessel is the brew that is true.
Okay, so we don't know that one. Should we do 17 across?
Sure.
We
that
have
one.
O blank R blank 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 blank.
Officially noted.
On record with the CO.
Cool. Yes, CO. Very nice.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Then what should we do? It is finest. It must be finest
looks
now.
Good, yeah.
For 8 down.
Yeah.
On to what? 8 across and 15 across, or do you want to do
Yeah.
11 down now? We already looked at it. We don't know, right? 8 across. FL blank 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 blank.
Twitter handle used by the White House.
That's FLOTUS.
FLOTUS. It's fun.
Okay, then we have IO blank 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 blank.
Well,
this is one you looked at already for 15 across.
We
we
do
have
have
the
a
true
true
clue. Should we do that one now? 10 down. O blank E.
Yeah.
Halfway there at 24 minutes said Restream.
Thank you. Could be it could be popular track from the album Achtung Baby.
1.
Yeah, it could be that.
Okay, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
It could be
That's a good one.
clue blank to joy.
Ode to Joy.
Let's see what it really is with the clue for 10 down. O blank A. O blank E.
Big whoop.
Ole.
Ole. Ole, ole, ole.
Oh, whoop.
Yep.
It's like a noise, big woo noise you make.
Yeah, because it's got that question mark. Big whoop.
Okay, now we have 11 down. It's T blank CO blank 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 LS. We've looked at this one already.
Yeah, typically tortilla-less meals.
Those are taco
Shells? Taco bells.
it seems like it's taco, right?
Well, but tacos do have tortillas. They're just fried.
Yeah.
And
but
tacos.
there's something
No,
about it that's why it's like tip. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, on to 12 down.
Yeah. Well, let's look at 15 across, I say.
We already did. It's IOL blank blank blank.
Iolana, Iolika, Iolac, something. Some
Sure.
vowel.
So we could imagine a few things it could be.
Sure. But 12 down then, David, like you suggested. Taco
U blank R
bowl.
blank 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 L.
That clue is get to the bottom of unravel.
Unravel.
Yeah, Mike Peterson says taco bowls,
Taco bowls.
but they also still have the bowl is typically a tortilla.
Not all of them do.
Okay. But typically taco bowl is without a tortilla. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Probably that's most people getting a taco bowl at some place are not getting a tortilla bowl. That was like an elementary school kind of like lunch as a taco bowl with like a big bowl made out of tortilla.
Right.
Okay. So
if you go to Cafe Rio, you get that taco bowl, and it's a product you expect to be receiving it with a tortilla.
Yeah. Oh, we have a couple of true clue options here: 21 across and 26 across. Be a blank for 21 across, and that could be it could be hit off of the album Thriller.
Bad.
Yeah, could be that.
It could be Austin Powers' line, "That's not my blank, baby."
Bag. Yeah, it's not his bag. Penis pumps. The true clue for 21 across is love of texting. Love of texting. That's like
love of texting with a question mark.
Maybe some kind of stand-in for love, like an emoji,
like a bag, but then it's like a pun.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be love of texting, like, oh, this is something that someone enjoys doing very much.
Oh, well, or it could be a person whose name is
Love. Like Mia Love.
Bar Love, bag. No, yeah, inland is not the palace. It's definitely Iolana maybe is probably 15 across because they like to put, those couple of vowels together. If we could then move on to 26 across, true clue, OV blank.
OV blank.
That could be eggs.
Ova.
Yeah.
It could be that's kind of what I was going to go for. I can't think of anything else. It could be
Okay.
Yeah, so could it be like lacto blank vegetarian?
Yeah,
Don't some
ovo.
people say ovo?
Yeah, lacto-ovo. I think people say that.
And I mean that in the most respectful way of the word ovo, not to ridicule it or anything.
Yeah, no ridicule.
Okay, so what's the true clue for 26 across? We don't know.
The true clue is lacto vegetarianism, David.
My goodness. That's 2 points? 3 points.
Well, let's play the tape back. Did you say lacto vegetarian?
I said vegetarian, not ism. I didn't say ism. Oh,
so that's like 2 points.
Yeah, on a technicality, on a very reasonable technicality, I did not get that extra point. Okay, so on to 30. Wait, you want 13 down?
I want 13 down. S blank maybe A, D blank O blank E.
And the clue is first half, and it's already the A is wrong because it's side 1.
Oh, right. Iolani.
That's on what people call cassettes or records.
Oh, yeah, we know some people still using those.
Do you want to do another true clue game for 30 across?
I sure do.
Well, then I'll not highlight the clue that's the true clue, and we'll guess a clue. So we have blank WEN.
Yeah, it could be one who says, "Wow."
Owen.
Yeah. Wilson who says, "Wow." There we go.
Wilson who says, "Wow." Yeah. Okay. And then I'll say, okay. How about this? Stacy who says, "Spider-Man."
Spider-Man's uncle. I think he's going for Owen.
Owen.
But that's Luke's uncle in Star Wars. Spider-Man's uncle was Uncle
Ben.
Ben. Yeah.
Like the rice.
Yeah. David, do you have anything else? Maybe nothing? Okay. The true clue, Spider-Man's spider blank.
I said
What did you say?
Someone who would say, and I was thinking of Gwen Stacy.
Oh, excuse me. Well, you got the spider part in reference, right?
Yeah, but
Owen, Spider.
Is it Spider Gwen?
Spider Gwen, probably.
So I know that's weird because I didn't. So it's kind of Gwen Stacy. It must be related to Gwen Stacy. I don't think I should get 2 points, but maybe 1 point.
Oh, no. I mean, 2 points because you got the Spider-Man
reference. Yeah, okay. Well, because there's also a thing called Madame Web. Do you know this?
It's a Spider-Man thing?
It's a Spider-Man thing. It's also like a future MCU thing. It's in one of the next phases. And I know Adam Scott is in it. And so are a few other people. Someone who's playing like a female Spider Woman, but the name is Madame Web, I think.
Okay.
It must be part of the extended MCU. The multiverse madness. And now we should do 30 down.
30 down. GAR blank I blank.
Press material, and it's garlic. It's a garlic press, right?
Yes, it's the material that you use with a press. Garlic. I love it. Back to where many verbs indicate. What many verbs indicate?
And Sam, back to what many verbs indicate. But Sam in the chat says that we should be looking at what one might be cracked, and he was saying that the dessert like a souffle. Or he said smile. How do you spell souffle? Doesn't fit. It's like SOU.
One might be cracked. I bet it's smile. Yeah.
Crack a smile. Okay, let's keep it there. And now, should we do FI blank the 34 down?
Sure. The clue there. It's FI followed by 6 blanks. I want to know what I missed. Fill me in.
Fill me in. L. Okay, now.
Which is Fill Me In, I think, is also
a crossword puzzle podcast.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I've listened. It's fun.
Oh, and now we have a few things in the chat that I missed. We had
souffle, smile, something.
Sorry, you were on it for a second. Okay.
Yep.
So then
39 across. Blank
there
blank
we have
LE.
Yeah, blank blank LE. That clue is logger descriptor.
Like a mile logger, like a
pale.
Pale, yes. Loggers are pale. It is true.
And then I guess, do you want to do 37 down? 30. We have MA followed by 5 blanks.
Key concept in feminist theory. Male gaze. Male.
Okay, so this isn't going to fit.
This
We got to put Arizona into this, I think. So male G and then Rebus AZ.
Nice.
And then
Arizona.
an E. Very nice. Should we do 58 across to get the other AZ?
Sure. Blank AZ I blank blank blank.
That clue, least likely to get up from the couch, say.
That's fun. Laziest.
Yeah, we have we have finest and laziest, two
We also
superlative.
had several clues with first in them. There's like first
first dance or something, or like first.
Yeah, there was a bunch.
Okay, you're right. There are. Okay, so openers, the first song, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so side one, first side, or first half or something. Okay, so then 36 down. I think we should, unless you want to do true clue games.
No, let's keep going.
Okay, 36 down. SP blank 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 L blank.
It starts to go out of control. Starts to go out of control. Let's do 45 across. True clue, Dave. Blank LL.
Spirals, Mike Peterson says. Great work. That's
Very
exactly
nice.
the right answer. Thank
Even
you,
with our
Mike.
delay, he had time to
Clutch.
get it. Ill is the clue, is the answer for 45 across. So let's say what the clue could be.
Blank communication.
Ill communication. Beastie Boys album. Nice. It could be unwell.
Ill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be that. Yeah. And the true clue is in a bad way. Ill. Oh, that's a tricky clue.
Yeah, is that that's closer to mine than to yours though.
Yeah, because like in a bad way is 75% done, by the way.
Uh-huh. Good job.
Is a phrase I don't ever say. Daniel can't come to the phone. He's in a bad way. I don't think I would ever say that.
If your wife was ill and couldn't come to the phone, and I was like, and she was really bad. She was like
in a really bad way.
She was like at the
really
toilet,
ill,
throwing up.
Oh, like that sounds really ill.
Yeah, she's in a bad way.
Well, I might say she's ill.
Okay, you might.
Should we look at 49 across? Do our true clue guesses?
She's okay, right?
The answer, she's great. Yeah. The answer is REM on 49 across. Should we jump into that?
And little baby Beck, good?
Everyone's great. Yeah.
Okay, good. Killian, all right?
Oh, gosh, he was barking earlier, and I was worried he was going to wake up the boy.
Yeah. Well, what about Finn?
Also, he kind of barks. It's like a chain reaction.
Okay. That's all of them, right?
That's all. All
the creatures under your roof?
All creatures, great and small.
Yeah. Very small. Your dogs are so small and cute.
Yeah.
All right. So how about like age? 53 across. AGE blank 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 blank.
Sorry, AGE blank. Wait, didn't we REM? We have to do the true clue guesses for what that
that's true.
Might be.
It could be sleep related.
Sleep cycle. So REM. Okay, I was going to say it could be stand band. I like that clue for it.
I like stand band. I like that.
Okay, should we do 49 across true clue?
Kind of cycle.
REM
that's
cycle.
okay.
REM cycle. Okay. Back to where you wanted to go. 53 across. AGE followed by 4 blanks.
Like many Hollywood heartthrobs, seemingly.
Ageist. Ageless.
Ageless, yeah. That's another less. Although that one's in the answer, the other one's in the clue. Okay, so crew clue 54 down. LE blank.
LE blank. That could be
Spider-Man creator Stan
Lee. Yes, LEE, Stan Lee. Okay, that's a good guess. It could also be. Do you think
his name was short for Stanley?
I don't know.
Or do you think his parents just named him Stan?
So his name is like Stanley Lee?
Well, it's probably like Stanley Allen Lee or something, some really waspy white, middle name.
Well, I'd say like, what about what the umpire says when the tennis ball hits the net on a serve, on a first serve?
He says, or she says, Let
Yeah. Okay, so the true clue for 54 down is
Paul of Fame.
it's got to be Les Paul, right?
Yeah, the
Yes.
guitarman.
Okay, we were hovering over here on 55 across, and Sam, this is just like hanging out over here, but Sam noticed
letters.
that the clue, the 7 blank letters, and he noticed the clue is what to do when you're not strong in a 1972 hit.
Call on me, lean on me. Yeah.
Lean on me, but
on me doesn't fit. So New Mexico.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to go back to Rebus, NM, New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Then lean. Sorry, I did it wrong.
Yeah.
Lean on. The second NM is this one.
Yeah.
NME. So then we've figured out the 4th rebus of the puzzle. Should we go to 43 down and slam dunk it here?
I blank blank NM blank blank.
That clue, extreme racing event. I know. Iron Man, yeah. That's an
another
interesting
Marvel reference.
It is
a sideways one.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the yesterday's Apple Watch Ultra materials, press materials, talking about the device that they're selling now.
Mm-hmm.
And the Apple Watch Ultra is designed to have a long enough battery life when set to a certain mode that it can do a whole Iron Man without running out of battery.
I can't wait to see it.
You'll have to wait to see it. It's not available yet on the device, nor is it available based on the current software version. An update will come that will deliver that feature.
Well, exciting times. It's an exciting time to be alive, guys. Let's go to 48 across. SC blank R blank.
That clue, leaves with a traumatic memory.
Scars. No, David. Scars.
Yeah, that's like someone.
Hey,
that's like saying like from the universe of the Lion King, like someone's like, whose nephew is that?
What do you call his uncle? His uncles? What is those uncles? Scars.
I was doing like possessive, like whose uncle is Simba's uncle?
Yeah, it's like,
or whose nephew is Simba's nephew?
Who is Simba's? Okay.
Who
is Simba the nephew of?
Yeah.
Wait, whose nephew is Simba's?
Yeah, whose nephew is Simba's? I think that's what I said originally.
Right,
and the answer is Scars.
Scars. Yeah.
What
Colin Jost might say around the house to get his wife's attention.
He calls her Scars?
Probably.
That sounds like a terrible nickname for someone. Anyone.
You can't help what becomes catchy.
You can
Daves.
if it's hurtful.
Davs. Davy.
So I feel like we should jump ahead now onto like 442 down. We have CA blank O blank blank.
Yeah, that clue. 2005 biopic in which Philip Seymour Hoffman plays the title role. Capote. A lot of pop culture, a lot of movie references in this puzzle.
Yeah, it's true.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's easy.
We haven't struggled too much so far. Should we do 44 down now? Should we do the true clue game for 52 across? PO blank, the true clue game. What you got, Daniel?
It could be, old jalopy in, something like that.
Old jalopy is a POS.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, but abbreviated, or like isn't there some sort of designation?
Yeah, maybe abbreviated.
Okay, that's a good one. What you did.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say, snap, crackle, blank.
Pop.
Yeah. Rice Krispies.
Yeah, the Rice Krispies.
We used to, when we all piled in as 6 children getting into a family vehicle, there was like a roll call to make sure everyone is in the car. And so it was snap, crackle. So it was like snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies or something. Anyway,
snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies,
I think actually that was we had set that up for the 5 of us, and then there was one more
and
child
then there
came,
was
but
an
we
oops.
then we were like, oh, what do we do for this one? Yeah,
Yeah, treats.
yeah.
What kind of vehicle did you guys all pile into? All 8 of you.
It was a 12-passenger like Ford Econoline van.
Mm-hmm. But you only did the 6 kids, but you had 12 passengers. I guess you want to have room for the neighbors.
Yeah. Well, there's also room to store the luggage and things like that, and then also we were like recumbent. A lot of us were like sleeping
you go,
on the
and plus
benches.
if you go on a road trip,
yeah,
it's nice to have a little more room to just stretch out, right?
Yeah, you kind of built little nooks in between
fort.
the seats on the ground.
One kid on the floor, one kid on the bench.
On the bench, exactly that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, shared experiences.
Sounds like you know all about it.
We had a Chevy Astro.
Oh, Astro van.
We had an Astro and we had a Ford whatever long 12 passenger van.
Yeah,
at some
the
point.
Ford Econoline.
Yeah. I don't know if it was, I don't remember it being called Econoline.
Oh,
I think
okay.
we just called it,
van.
we just called it the big blue van because it was big and it was blue. The true clue for 52 across though is grass. Grass. Oh, David. Pot.
Oh, it's like a nickname for marijuana.
Yeah.
I like it when the clue and the answer pair so beautifully like that.
Oh yeah. And who doesn't like a clue with some cheek to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so ASTE blank blank is 44 down.
All right, the clue there is daisy relatives.
Asters?
Asters.
Flowers, yeah.
They are flowers.
Yeah. Okay, so we got some really interesting ones here. 59 across, 4 blanks, and then TAR.
And the clue for 59 across, 4 blanks, TAR is goo for a batter.
Goo for a batter.
I think it's like pine tar. It's like like for baseball bats.
Oh, do they like goo up their bat?
They like to like make it grippy, I think.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I don't know.
But you've heard this pine tar.
I'm not sure.
Well, why don't we confirm it with like a 57 down?
Okay,
We'll
N
sacrifice
blank. Maybe
Yeah.
NE blank.
That clue is the Simpsons character in a green sweater.
That's Ned Flanders.
Ned it is. So go ahead and put your pine tar in, David.
I'll put my pine tar in, and we'll see how it goes.
Pine tar it.
We have A N blank. Do you want to do the true clue game?
Yeah, true clue 56 down. A
N
and
blank. Yeah. Do you have anything?
It could be women's clothing line blank Taylor.
Ann.
Yeah.
Ann Taylor. Okay.
Ann Taylor.
I was gonna say Darth Vader's baby nickname.
Annie.
Okay, true clue for 56.
Well, that's funny
down.
because there actually is 51 down.
Oh.
Next to that, the clue is
film. Okay, blank. So we have blank. All right, we're jumping away from the true clue game for a moment, but it's blank EI blank for 51 down.
Film character depicted in CGI and old footage in The Rise of Skywalker.
That's Leia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now the true clue for 56 down. AN blank.
It's a plus sign.
Just a plus sign, which is the AND. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And neither of us got it right.
Nope.
No points awarded.
Negative.
True clue game for 61 across.
Blank ADDENS.
Long true clue word.
Bums out. That's probably not right.
Saddens.
Yeah.
Well, I think that
might be right actually.
It seems right. Yeah, I was going to say like just based on what's going on with 47
I saw
down,
all those consonants.
It's got to be
I
an
was
S.
like, oh no. Yeah.
I can't think of anything else, but I guess I would say just for variety, I'll say makes mad. Or I was going to say makes angry.
Yeah, makes angry. Okay.
Makes angry.
Maddens.
Maddens. Can you say Maddens?
Oh yeah, John. Let's see.
John's family, the football John guy's family.
John Madden's something maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The true clue is
61 across.
Puts down.
Puts down, saddens, like depresses.
Yeah, depresses. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'll take it.
47 down. That's a point. Blank blank LPS for 47 down.
Yeah. Is beneficial.
Helps.
Yeah, helps. I like that.
And 46 across?
Yeah. Blank 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 TH.
Clue, small grinder, maybe.
Tooth.
Tooth is a small grinder, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Some teeth are big, some teeth that are
So
small.
46 down, perhaps. We have T blank ES blank.
What have we here? Or maybe more like, because it's not in quotes.
Not in quotes.
What have we here?
What have we here? It's like a clue or something like
Yeah.
that. It's kind of like the one with the exclamation
These?
point. What have we here?
These,
These are what
maybe?
we have here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's just do 50 across.
Hansel.
The clue H blank blank SEL.
Yeah.
It's nothing
So
else. would
hot
fit.
right now. He's saved by his sister in the story. Hansel.
Hansel. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Now let's do 40 down. Blanko AST blank.
Yeah. The clue, they require glasses.
Toasts. Okay. We filled in 60 across senses without knowing the clue. Do you want to know? Do you want to guess?
60 across senses. It could be detects.
Detects. Okay. Good. And I was going to say,
You could claim that was the verb form. You could take the noun form and see if you can get a point with that.
yeah. How about this? Like ways to feel.
Senses, yeah.
Yeah.
Senses, yeah. That's the noun. The true clue
So then we're looking at 60 across the true clue.
picks up.
Picks up on the old radar, on the old noggin.
Senses, detects. I'll take
Senses with your senses.
Yeah, 2 points.
And now true clue game for T blank S 40 across.
It could be
What about like Frank McCourt novel?
I do not know it.
Just
Taz?
Tiz, I think.
Tis? Oh, okay. I was gonna say like antiquated abbreviation, or not abbreviation, but what do you call that? Put your hands together. You call it like the conjugation.
Oh, Tiz.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Conjunction.
Conjunction, junction. That's our function.
Antiquated conjunction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like tis the season or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Not the reference. Yours is a reference to a novel. That's a very
Right.
narrow definition, David. You're not getting the point.
So-
Let's be honest.
So 40 across. T blank S.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. That's very
Tills.
reports requiring cover sheets.
Yeah. Reports requiring cover TPS.
Oh, TPS
Mike.
reports.
Nice. That would be good. Another movie reference in this puzzle would work very nicely, but afraid not.
Well, we've landed back where we saw earlier,
Yeah.
32 down. The clue was what many verbs indicate.
I see blank IONS. Actions.
Actions.
It's square, not square.
Excuse me. The clue was, and then that one was low power, a square root or something. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
And
guess squires don't have a lot of power.
yeah, I was kind of reticent on that one, but I was kind of distracted, so I didn't.
Okay.
Hey, we did it.
Yes. Great success.
Good job, guys. 52 minutes, 55 seconds. That's 1 minute and 17 slower than your average, David.
Well, we did. We
That's
did it
good.
a little
That's good. We
slower.
took our
That's
time.
fine.
Yeah,
we did take our time. We played the True Clue game whenever it was kind of
Almost
presented.
every chance.
Every chance. Thank you, Fenspen.
little
That's so nice
Fen.
of him to
Yeah.
cheer for us. On watching on Twitch as people can on YouTube or Twitch,
yeah.
of course.
YouTube, we're on Crosspod Wordcast, and on Twitch, we're under our Sultan Studios handle.
Got it. That's good to know.
Okay, well, let's take a look back.
One thing we were going to look up was this Step on It. I'll give you.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
5
give you
stars.
5 stars. I think it's a high quality app.
Submit, David.
I didn't write any reviews though.
No.
So here we have
time for
Step
that.
on It. We were talking about this convention of no quotes around it, but it's a phrase that typically is spoken that's that's got its quotes removed from it, basically.
Right. It's like turning a phrase, rather than replacing it with a similar phrase, you're making it literal by removing the quotes.
Right.
Right? Or you're making it a descriptor or something. Should we Google it? Should we Google the use of exclamation point without quotes?
Yeah, let's Google it. I'm Googling it right now on my phone.
Okay.
And we can kind of I guess there's probably resources like this on the internet. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to show our viewers, but maybe you weren't prepared. Who knows what kind of weird Safari tabs you have open, David?
It does. It does seem like
okay. All I see is a Zoom meeting right there so far.
Well, you caught me looking at the
U.S. Open, David.
Yeah, and
you little tennis minx. No surprise there.
Yeah,
It's
it's
David,
still
nothing to be ashamed of. We all have our kinks. Yours is tennis.
And there's all these like search history things that come up. It's a lot of tennis. It's a lot of tennis. Yeah,
put yourself out there
while we've been sitting here gabbing on, people have been working on tennis courts, and here we have some evidence that I don't know what happened today. It looks like Ons Jabeur beat Ayla Tomljanovic. We're going to look something up though here. What was it going to be? It was going to be crossword
puzzles.
Clue.
Sure, crossword clue, exclamation point, no quote.
No
quotes.
And
something like that.
No quotation marks, I'll go with.
Yeah.
And how to interpret punctuation in clues.
It's on the website Crossword Unclued from 2010.
Yeah, this seems like the right answer, right? So let's go there. The top answer, top result. It's a post from a blog from 2010, but things haven't changed much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm sure Will Shortz has been keeping that shit tight since the early 90s. The standard advice for punctuation in cryptic clues is ignore it. That is good advice in most cases, like these.
Ignore it.
Ignore it.
So,
step on it though. No, step.
These aren't.
I mean, essentially, what we're missing in that clue is like you step on it, and so maybe the adding of an exclamation mark makes it. I don't know. There's some transitive quality to it. I think it's like putting it onto another thing because it's like step on it.
So this one here, shell about to strike. Good shot.
Good shot. I'm confused.
These are from cryptics, though. I think doesn't it seem like they're talking about?
Oh yeah, maybe go back if let's go to another person's result and see what we can do. Word plays.
Okay. Exclamation point on crossword clues.
No, this is like the clue is crossword.
Clue using the phrase. Yeah. Okay. So
maybe if you search punctuation, not in cryptic crossword puzzles, we don't want that.
Okay. Let me just I'll hyphen out cryptic. The word cryptic.
That will remove it
from the field of results.
Minus cryptic. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Assorted exclamations can be read without the quotation marks and exclamation point as common words.
Yeah, it. So Mike says, "Oh, I think it's to emphasize the it. Step on it," and then the exclamation point is saying this last word, right?
Okay. Step on it.
Oh, do you see what Mike Peterson said? We had all that tennis chatter, and then Mike said something in Polish. He said, "Chodź mi Iga." That means something to people who understand Polish.
Wait, when did he say this? This is a while back?
This is in the thread. Maybe this is like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I don't
or
see
three minutes ago. He said it in the on the YouTube comments. And he's talking about Iga Swiatek, of course, number one tennis female tennis player in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tremendous player. She's probably gonna win at the U.S. Open. Let's go, Iga. That's what that means. Does Mike know Polish, or did he just like, he just is such a fan that he knows how to cheer for her?
Yeah, or he can Google.
He can Google better than us, it turns out. Should we look at this top result?
Sure, let's look at it. Crossword Fiend is the website.
Yeah.
Yeah. Assorted exclamations can be read without the exclamation mark, without the quotation marks and exclamation point as common words. Here, those pair clue intersecting answers. Holy cow. But that's brackets. These all have brackets, and this is different.
We're not finding... And these have quotes too.
Well, I say we could keep looking, or we could do some words to more standard.
Okay, yeah, let's look up words. Were there any words from the clues?
We'll see if we can do some research on this in the next.
Yeah, we'll look it up.
Whatever. Yeah.
Any clues or words? Words from the clues or words from the answers that you remember?
Let's look up corn tassel and
tassel.
See which part it is.
Tassel. Let's look it up.
Our corn did not do so hot. I think I left all my corn plants a little too close together.
Okay, so tassel, noun, circa 1300, mantle fastener, from Old French tassel, fringe, hem, a fastening clasp. From vulgar, this doesn't seem to be the right kind of tassel. Almost like
maybe just search for corn tassel and let's see what it points to on the corn plant.
We'll just learn about the corn tassel.
Yeah.
And not the etymology of the word tassel. Okay,
we
corn
could look
tassel
up that etymology again, but okay.
Is the male flower on a corn plant, while the ear shoots represent the female flowers. Interestingly, both reproductive structures initiate as perfect bisexual flowers containing both male and female reproductive structures.
So I know this from my corn planting that
in your backyard.
Yeah, that you have to a thing you can do to help them pollinate is to shake the tassels. Like you shake the whole stalk and the tassel shakes, and the little reproductive structures, I guess, or whatever, something comes off of that plant and falls down into a crevice somewhere else on the plant or on another plant.
Okay.
And pollinates it or fertilizes it.
So it just has to be jostled, like you're saying.
Well, usually the wind does the jostling, but it's like if you want to kind of help that along, that's a tip people have said. So this kind of tracks with.
Tassels haven't come up though yet, as we're finding. Okay, well we've learned then. Do you want to look at a diagram?
That one looks good. Yeah, let's look at that one.
How come it's like not?
I don't know. Maybe that other one.
Oh, it's going over to the side. Okay.
Aha.
Let me go back to here. It's here it is. I'm trying not to make you seasick.
Yeah.
Silk
Although this one's not labeled like the other one was.
Oh dear. There it is. It's coming. Let's go back. It is labeled. Oh. Okay. Now it's like loading.
is weird. That's okay. Yeah, it's the little flower part at the top, and it has
has the silk.
Has the silk, yeah.
Right?
Well, no, the silk I believe you're thinking of is like wrapping the corn, right? Or
okay,
like the ears,
you're right, yeah.
Like that you shuck.
Yeah, the corn that you shuck. Okay, yeah. You're talking, and that's on each corn, the silk. So, but way up top, on the very top of the whole plant, is the tassel. Tassel. And we just don't know the etymology.
Okay, so an ear is the female flower. I get it. So it can fertilize its own self. It's meant to fall down and fertilize it.
Yeah, that's cool.
What is a corn tassel? Yeah, I'm sure it was just a word that was applied to corn at some point, more based on its.
It resembled somehow an actual tassel.
Maybe.
Like frills, like little.
But it's weird here because it's like here it's talking about it as a fastener. Tassel. fringe hem kind of thing.
A tassel is a finishing feature in fabric and clothing decoration. It is a universal ornament that is seen in the varying versions in many cultures around the globe. So it's like a tuft of loosely hanging threads, cords, or other material knotted at one. It's at the end of like a...
It resembles that more, except it's facing up instead of down.
It's facing up. Most tassels face down. That's a really good observation, Daniel. Should we move on to the next word?
Let's do it.
Let's see. Nothing really.
Iolani, 15 across.
Oh, we'll
right.
look up. We'll find out about this palace, Iolani Palace.
Yeah.
Did you know about it already? Have you heard of it?
Nope. Iolani. I feel like it should be Iolani, but I don't know. I don't know that for sure. It seems like they say eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
Iolani.
Iolani.
But except Lani there at the end, it's E, so maybe it would just be Iolani, like you were saying. Iolani.
We could look up pronunciation guidance.
Yeah,
I know that they have such things on Wikipedia, for example.
It feels like the I sound would be AI, I think.
AI. Okay.
Like,
it doesn't have a pronunciation guide here, but
who knows? Someone knows. We can look it up.
Right. We're looking at the image of it here. It's a historic landmark.
Honolulu, although historic in the colonial sense. 1893. The royal residence of the rulers of the Kingdom of Hawaii, beginning with Kamehameha under the Kamehameha dynasty, 1845, and ending with Queen Liliuokalani, 1893.
It is located in the Capital District.
I mean, it's certainly a colonial style building, so it's definitely built in 1879, and Hawaii was already colonized at that point.
Interesting. It was used as the Capitol building for provisional government after the monarchy was overthrown. And then, the territory just kind of was like turned into a state. Boom. And then it was restored, and now it's a museum. The palace that we don't know how to pronounce for sure, but it's over there, and it looks beautiful. We can see it. I would like to visit.
Okay. Iolani. Yeah, it's like 3-story kind of like columns and
we could look up triage. I mean, it's a fun word,
triage,
from French, but we've you and I have worked together doing tech support, and in tech support they talk about triaging
devices,
things, right?
Broken phones and computers and things.
Should we go ahead and
let's look up the etymology of triage?
Yeah, let's look it up. This is going to be better than tassel, I bet. Okay, action of assorting according to quality, from French triage, picking out, sorting. That's from 1727. And then back from Old French in 14th century, to pick or cull, see try. There seems to be more influence from or convergence with Latin tria 3, as in triage for coffee beans of the third or lowest quality. In World War I, adopted for the sorting of wounded soldiers into groups according to the severity of their injuries, and from French use.
What? What did you make of the beans? The coffee beans?
I don't know. That sentence doesn't make coffee beans of the third or lowest quality. So there might have been 4 qualities of coffee beans.
Three qualities of coffee beans.
Third or lowest.
Yeah.
Oh, third or
lowest quality.
Equal,
yeah.
Or lowest, which is the same thing, is what it's saying. Okay, I see.
Yeah. But where's the GE part?
Well, lots of French things that turn into a noun have the nage, like
menage, a trois, a tria.
No, menage itself, yeah, it has to do with 3. But there's also fuselage, or like decoupage, or like.
Okay, I see.
Décolletage.
Décolletage. That's the.
Yeah, all of these, ages. I'm sure that's just what's happening with triage. Sabotage, as Patrick, or no, not Patrick Stewart. It would be funny if it was him doing that. There's more here, but I don't think we need to read this.
No, I think that's good. That's interesting and
reference.
Good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, back to the Pez.
Did we do? What is the 21 across? Is BAE, love of texting? Should we look up that? Bay love?
Love.
Love of texting. Is that like a texting thing? Like,
oh, yeah. It's like shorthand of like, you call your love, like your person you love, and texting is your bae. Yeah. Which is short for like baby.
I thought it was from some song, the bae thing, but I don't. Well,
let's look it up. Let's see where bae. Let's see etymology of bae.
Well, Etym Online might not have.
May not.
That's a modern
urban
dictionary, perhaps.
Urban dictionary. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not.
Yeah. Let's urban dick it.
Let's see bae here. Let's see what happens when you look at bae on Wikipedia while we have it up.
Oh, bae.
Yeah, there's references to.
There we go. Third one down of other uses.
Bae, word. Slang term of endearment, primarily used among youth in black communities. It came into widespread use around 2013 or 14. Is that what you would have dated it as?
I might have thought earlier, like 2000s, but yeah.
But the term originated as an abbreviation of the word baby or babe. It has been suggested that the term originated as an acronym for before anyone else, but this is unlikely, and this false etymology is probably an example of a backronym, which happens. So
yeah, it's just short for baby. Bae.
Yeah.
Hey, bae. Like that. Just like that.
The word's use in song lyrics dates to at least 2005, according to lyrics posted on Genius, which is a great lyrics resource online. And
Pharrell Williams used it in the title of his single in 2014, "Come Get It, Bae." So yeah, that probably is where it entered the lexicon more prominently.
The word was a runner-up for the Oxford Dictionary's 2014 Word of the Year. Barrett nominated it for the American Dialect Society's 2013 Word of the Year. So there you have it. It's really made its mark. And then the final thing here, this is a funny citation in Wikipedia, but this is: the term has been adopted by corporate social media. The Twitter account Brands Saying Bae highlights the use of corporate Twitter accounts employing the term. The Verge labeled this use as an appropriation of urban youth culture.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Corporate social media is going to do that. They're gonna vacuum up.
Corporate's gonna corp.
Yep. So it goes.
Ever 'twas thus.
'Twas ever thus. Now, is this the end? Is there any other word that you wanted to look up?
Let's
Daniel?
go back one more time, and I'll take a glance. I'll do a pass for etymological purposes. Pine tar, maybe.
You want to look up pine tar? It seemed
Let's look up how. Also poesy might be.
Okay. Let's look up pine tar in Wikipedia, I guess. Yeah. So you have the bat is made out of ash, right?
Typically.
But then use baseball. We have pine tar is applied to the handles of baseball bats to improve a batter's grip.
That's why it looks really dark in some baseball bats. The one they have shown here. Okay, yeah, just as you said, that's pretty straightforward. Yeah. Okay, so now let's do the etymology
of poesy.
Poesy, which is like poetry. It's just another word for poetry, right?
Yeah, we could look it up as its actual definition as well.
Yeah, poesy now is a noun. Late 14th century poetry, poetic language and ideas, literature, a poem, a passage of poetry. From Old French poésie, mid 14th century. From Vulgar Latin poesia, from Latin poesis, poetry, a poem. From the Greek poesis, composition, poetry. Literally a making, fabrication. Variant of poiesis from poiein, to make or compose. See, poet, meaning the art of poetic composition, skill in making poems. Well, let's
Poesy is his skill or craft of making.
look at poet.
I want to. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, let's look at poet. Just in etymology here.
Yeah.
Gotta sign off, says Mike Peterson. Great solving with you too. We'll see you next time.
Ciao. Okay, poet. One endowed with the gift and power of imaginative yada yada. Okay. I want to see where it comes from. A poet or author of metrical compositions, one skill in the art of making poetry, a singer, from Old French poete, meaning French poete, directly from Latin poeta, a poet, from Greek poetes, maker, author, poet, variant of poetes, poiein, to make, compose. From Proto-Indo-European quoiwo, making, from root quay, to pile up, build, make. But how do you get from quay to poe?
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Replaced Old English scop, which survives in scoff, used in 14th century in classical languages for all sorts of writers, composers, works of literature. Poete maudit, a poet sufficiently appreciated by his contemporaries. Literary cursed poet is attested from 1930s. Okay. Well, interesting. So essentially it's to make, a maker.
Yeah.
To make, to create.
One thing I wanted to do is go back to poesy and just it's fun to look up the etymology, but it's also just like nice to look up the word's definition,
Poetry.
Like this, you look it up in Wikipedia and it just takes you to poetry.
Yeah, because I think poesy is like just kind of it's an antiquated.
It's a synonym.
Yeah.
An antiquated synonym for poetry. Yeah. It's a little, because it's antiquated, if you use it, it feels a little hoity-toity maybe.
Oh yeah. Totally hoity-toity.
I've been reading some poesy lately. It's like, oh, give me a break. You've been reading poetry. At least you can say that, right?
I would say, yeah, I don't even know if I would try and get away with saying that I've been reading some poesy, but you might, to me, the way I would think that I might use the word poesy is to refer to poetry in the big sense, not the poesy of David as a poet, the poesy of Shakespeare. It would be like poetry, like the big, all of the words that come together is poesy.
And the craft of it
is more poetry.
Well,
like the craft of it could be that. Either way, it's referring to it's removing it from zooming back from any individual poet and the work they might make. At least this is all just me and how I would try and maybe get away with using it.
You're kind of zooming in, like micro to macro levels of definition.
It's the totally macro level.
Yeah, that feels like that to me too. You're speaking very generally about the whole kit, the poems, the poets, the books, the ink,
the whole enterprise,
the ideas, the whole enterprise. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Should we move on to another word?
I wouldn't use it. It's really hoity-toity.
Tulip.
Although saying hoity-toity still kind of feels hoity-toity.
I don't know.
I think that's good. I think I think I've had my fill.
Now on to our arts section.
Indeed.
Would you like to go first?
No, David. I'd like you to go first.
Okay. In that case, I'd like to tell you, I guess, I'm ready to go. I'm trying to think through how I want to kind of. So I've been the thing I'm sharing, I guess, is some recent audio, a recent audiobook I've been listening to. I just finished listening to, and my I love audiobooks. It's a great way to listen to novels that I've been putting off reading. It's like, oh yeah, I've been putting off reading that. I'll just listen to it. And when I was younger, I read a lot of I didn't read a lot. I read a few samples of Kurt Vonnegut. I had access to a book and then maybe some short stories. And I really enjoyed the way he wrote, and the ideas were stimulating and inventive and kind of raw, and so then I read Cat's Cradle when I was young, but then I always knew that there were all these other novels that he wrote that I hadn't read. So I came across Slaughterhouse 5, this audiobook. Do you know this?
I've read the book. I haven't I haven't heard the audiobook.
Well, you read the book then. I didn't even, he has all these books and who knows what each one is about. Slaughterhouse 5, you hear the title and you're like,
yeah, it was definitely it took me a long time to approach it. I never was assigned it in my studies or anything, but I was aware of Vonnegut, and I think I'd maybe read some other Vonnegut, but
yeah. Well, I've also, in the context of doing this, I've also been listening to a lot of our fellow podcast Blank Check, which is currently doing a mini series on Stanley Kubrick. Yes. Kubrick.
Kubrick?
No, it's Kubrick.
Yeah, the Kubrick in the U.S., but in the England they called him Kubrick.
Yeah, right.
And so wait, did Kubrick do?
Nothing to do with Vonnegut really, other than as I've been revisiting
contemporaries.
I've been trying to watch the movies as I see
they
episodes.
review them.
Yeah,
I haven't watched any of those early ones. I just watched the trailers.
Yeah, so Spartacus and
I haven't watched it yet. I
do. The Killing was really good, but then Spartacus, and then Paths of Glory, which is before Spartacus, but then Doctor Strangelove. You have all these movies, these three movies: Doctor Strangelove, Paths of Glory, and Spartacus. They're all war movies of a variety, and it just you're filling your mind with these war movies, and they're he's so talented. And you're really getting the raw experience in Paths of Glory. It's like it's in the trenches and it's in the barbed wire and it's just miserable. And then like you're dealing with the bureaucracy of the military there. It's just terrible. It ends up after feeling it. And then I was reading some literature about it, and it was like these are all anti-war movies. And I was like, oh yeah, they're anti-war movies. It didn't register with me that that's how they were categorized. Especially Doctor Strangelove, an anti-nuclear war movie. Anyway, I was like immersed in these movies and thinking about hearing long form discussion about each movie, and then here comes along Slaughterhouse 5, which is it's an audiobook, an anti-war book about that is inspired by the bombing of Dresden, and it feels like I was immersed on all sides by this anti-war stuff, but it's in order to be exposed to anti-war literature and movies, you're witnessing something, you're experiencing the misery of it in a way, yourself.
Yeah.
Through these experiences. So it's been an interesting experience. The audiobook was read by Ethan Hawke, and I like Ethan Hawke.
I like him.
And and then it had an interview with Vonnegut himself afterwards. And so I think I recommend it to people who can stomach war and exposure to it and in media like this. And and I think it's good to learn about the misery of war so that we remember that it's worth avoiding at all costs,
Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to refresh my memory as to the novel, as to the story. And isn't there a slight spoilers here? Isn't there like kind of a time travel component or at least
a lot of the events of the book.
Is it more just sort of meant to be like reflecting the mental state of our main character, who kind of goes in and out of the past and the present in a sort of fluid way? Either way, it feels like his character thinks he's time traveling or something like that, going back and reliving those moments. Maybe that was commentary on the horrors.
Yeah,
and how
it's hard to know. I think the book is maybe written in a way that you can say, "Oh, it's all his dreams" or something like that.
Mm.
But he claims to come back from these experiences on another planet with these alien creatures who have captured him and put him into like a museum.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Like a fishbowl, and then they bring a Hollywood starlet to like live with him because he's lonely, and then but when he goes back to Earth, he hasn't, and people are like, "Why haven't you aged?" And he's like, "Well, because they have time travel powers to put me back like no time has passed at all. So I have all these memories." And so it sounds like he's making up nonsense, or it sounds like he's earnestly experiencing these things. It's like, who knows? That's like,
Yeah.
it's what L. Ron Hubbard was doing. I guess it's this character but more so this character is like, immersed in war and some of the like the late period of like it's like the end game. It's like, and there's absurd death happening all around, and I don't know. Have you been to Dresden?
Nope.
They seem to have come back quite well.
Yeah. I mean, it's been 70 years, 70, 80 years of the the bombings, maybe. Yeah, I do remember the descriptions of the bombings and how, he used terms to describe the carnage, in very kind of, it felt very tangible. It's like,
Yeah.
like he kind of laid it out there. It's like, this bomb was as powerful as all of these. And that's like destroying this city or this many
very
people.
descriptive. Yeah. Very descriptive writing and very evocative. I should have like samples or something here, but yeah, talking about just the way that the whole city was one pillar of fire.
Yeah.
And that it was, but then all some of the smaller details of like the people you bump into, the other soldiers and the experiences with each other. They're all, and I think Vonnegut was speaking, it's a semi-autobiographical work. Like he was there, and maybe he traveled to a foreign planet as well. But at least it's, I think it's known that he was in Dresden, and it was in the end days of the experience, and he obviously he didn't die there, but he was left with he turned it into this book.
Well, good stuff. So you'd recommend the audiobook read by Mr. Ethan Hawke?
Yeah, sure. Ethan Hawke, or if you'd like to turn the pages, then do it that way.
Yeah.
Or any other Kurt Vonnegut. He has some interesting ideas and some fun ways to tell stories.
Nice. Well, I have enjoyed the Vonnegut. I've read a couple other of his books and short stories, and the Monkey House one. That one's short stories, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other one, it's like Sirens of Titan or something. That's in the next one I think I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely give it a go. I'm sure there's been a movie version of Slaughterhouse-Five.
There has been, in fact, in the interview that Vonnegut did after the audiobook, he was talking about the making of the movie and how he was alive, to see it, and it was well received. I think the movie was popular at the time.
Slaughterhouse.
Should I look it up?
1972. Michael Sachs. I don't know any of these people.
What about the director? Do you know the director?
The director is George Roy Hill. I do not.
I think that's a pretty famous
directed The
Slaughterhouse.
Sting, Robert Butch Cassidy.
Oh, The Sting and Butch Cassidy? Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, George Roy Hill.
Yeah. Well, this is great stuff. I definitely have been listening to the Kubrick episodes of Frank Check.
Oh, okay.
And there's some Kubrick films, I do want to watch. I don't think I need to be a full completist. I feel like I've gotten enough of a feel from watching some of those things, but there's some of his ones starting from Spartacus forward. I do want to watch Spartacus. Haven't watched it yet. I do want to watch.
You should watch The Killing. The Killing is like a full movie. It's not. I think they say like they do 2 movies in one episode.
His
at the
one
beginning.
like Death Kiss of Death
Kiss
or
of
something.
Death. And I don't think you have to. Oh, should I go to? Or is this what you want to talk about?
No.
Okay.
No, I just gonna comment on how there are definitely some Kubrick ones that I haven't seen. Barry Lyndon.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you should see Barry Lyndon. I mean,
So I'm
you'll have to
planning
see all of
watch-
these, I guess.
and I haven't seen Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, that's an anti-war
Yeah.
movie, but
But
that's
I've-
real. You get in the muck
Oh,
on that one.
and I haven't seen Lolita.
Yeah, I haven't seen Lolita. I mean, I don't really want to watch Lolita, so I'm not worried about that one.
Okay, you're gonna
Honestly.
listen to them talk about it.
I already listened to that episode because I'm not.
I haven't listened to that one yet.
Yeah,
That
and
was
they
Saturday.
actually, I don't think it seems interesting to read the book, or maybe someone can justify it that a book should be able to do this clever thing that it's trying to do, and
But
it's
then
just
a
not
movie
it's not what
is-
I want to read though. And the movie I heard based on the episode that I listened to, they described it as a movie that failed to achieve what its goal was. Like it wasn't, and that Kubrick himself was disappointed in the result, that he wouldn't have done it again if he knew that it wasn't going to succeed in what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
So now I don't want to watch it even more.
What was his film there with like the revolutionary soldiers or whatever?
Barry Lyndon, probably.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
like French. It's the French.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
That's my guess.
All right. Well, we're just getting all this great,
Yeah.
Kubrickian overviews.
So what do you
What am I gonna share?
want to talk about today? Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about anything. I'm gonna take us out with a little bit of a Crosspod remix.
Okay. Okay. Great. So this is an audio experience.
This is going to be an audio experience. I've been messing around with DJ software and it's kind of fun, and I'll just start messing around with it, and then Sam can just drop the faders at some point and fade us out. So here, I'm going to take over the screen and share sound. And hold on, I'm going to turn off my mic. And I'm going to play some sound, and I want to make sure that you can hear it. Okay?
Okay. Sounds good. I'm waiting to listen. I'm excited to hear what you got.
Could you hear that? Probably not.
No
Okay.
sound yet.
So I think I have to switch what my
And I imagine the audience and I are good surrogates for each other, because I bet the audience also can't hear whatever you're
okay.
trying to play.
Let me try now and tell me if you can hear this.
I'm listening. Yeah, I see.
Oh, you guys can't hear that? Okay.
No.
Maybe then I do have to. Maybe that net won't work. I don't know how I can send you the audio signal of me remixing it.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a few apps that let you change like the sourcing.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the output of Zoom here should be.
Okay.
Let me see. It's going out of the H6, and if I say share screen, share sound, and maybe I'm gonna make sure that up here that it's doing to the H6. Okay, how about, can you hear this?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. Okay.
Nothing yet.
Daniel,
Okay.
for the audio settings in Zoom, there's like a desktop audio setting under global devices in Zoom.
Okay, Sam's giving me some under audio settings. Okay. Desktop.
I guess it's different on Windows.
Okay. Let's see,
Music
maybe
professional audio. Enable these options when sound is on. Stereo audio.
yeah, that shouldn't be the thing though that makes it different.
Okay, never mind.
Advanced cancellation. It might just be. I've been wondering actually how if I could do a session and share it.
You might need to go into permissions and see. No, you wouldn't need to do that.
Let's see, maybe audio to speaker. Okay. Well, I'll just do this then. I'm going to switch this thing back to the DJ device.
Yeah.
Back to using my built-in output, and then I'll just leave the mic on and then you can hear it.
Okay.
Well, let's see how that sounds. Okay. So this will be fun. Okay, so let's bring this song down. I've kind of been enjoying playing with it in 120. Okay. And then
I'm waiting. We're all waiting
with bated
breath. Yeah.
Yeah, bated breath, right?
Well, I'm going to mute my microphone so it doesn't.
Okay.
My bated breath doesn't get in the way here.
Yeah, get your breath out of here. Okay. Nope. And okay, here we go. Okay, you can hear that a little bit. Well, that's all you're gonna get tonight. Put my headphones back in here.
I thought that was real nice.
Oh, just a little you know remix. That's the name of our theme song. You don't know.
You don't know remix.
You don't know remix.
YDK remix.
Well, are we still live, Sam? Okay. Well, then that's a pretty. David, do you got anything to say?
Anything to say? Well,
a good sign off.
I guess I'm rooting for Francis Tiafoe coming up here to win the U.S. Open.
Okay. Well, I'll root for him too then.
And
him?
Why not Iga Swiatek? She's still in it and she's doing great.
Oh yeah, for her too.
For the both of them.
Yeah. Any they thems I should root for? In the U.S. Open? I mean, I obviously root for all of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't even hold back. As we've been sitting here, by the way, I noticed that they released a trailer for the movie called Glass Onion. Do you know about this?
Oh yeah, the sequel. What do they call it? Knives Out mystery.
That's right. What do you think? Fun?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll check it out.
Did you watch the trailer already?
I did. It looks fun. Ryan Johnson. It's a clever trailer too. You'll have to check it.
Janelle Monáe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've gone to her concert.
Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Leslie Odom Jr.
Lezo Jr.
Edward Norton.
ED. Sorry, Ian.
And we mentioned him just a few minutes ago.
Let's call him ED for fun.
Ethan Hawke.
Oh yeah, Mr. Hawke. He's not in the trailer. That's interesting.
Oh, shame on me for spoiling.
Spoiler.
He doesn't have a character name. Maybe he's just a narrator. Like he did for me with Slaughterhouse-Five.
Oh, yeah. He's such a good narrator.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then we'll check that out and maybe we'll return a report. And that's a pretty good place to stop recording.
Right now.